With the brand new Season 3 Call of Duty Mobile 2024 update coming very soon, a whole bunch of buffs and nerfs are going to be coming out on top of that. So I decided to take it upon myself to showcase the top 7 best guns to watch out for and use when you guys are grinding those rank leaderboards and playing those scrims. So with that being said, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. But before we get into the video, huge shout out to Call of Duty Mobile for sponsoring us once again. If you guys want to find out some more information on that, make sure to click the link at the top of the description. Let's get okay. I promise this is the last thing, but I have one more thing to tell you guys, and that is the fact that with the release of Warzone Mobile being soon, I decided to make a new channel for you guys to keep up with everything that's happening related to that game. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys sub to my new channel. It's gonna be down in the description and it's gonna be the pinned comment. But with that being said, let's get straight into the action. All right, so you guys already know the drill. Before we get into our official top 5 list, we're gonna be having to talk about our 2 honorable mentions. And coming in at number 7, we have the Grau. Now the Grau is actually a good mix of it being an SMG and AR role, basically combining into one to make a weapon that's good at all ranges, no matter if it's close, medium, or long. And on top of that, it has a fast mobility rate and a fast fire rate, which is really good if you're going up against those close range SMGs such as the CBR, Switchblade, and Fenix. And if you guys want a great build for this weapon, make sure to use this one up on the screen right now. And with that being said, we are going to go on over to our second honorable mention of this video. Coming in at number 6, it is of course the Fenix, which is also our second honorable mention. And yes, I know this might be a surprising one, but hear me out. Unfortunate as it is, this season is a heavy AR contested meta, which means a lot of the newer ARs and the old ARs that just received a buff are far better when it comes down to overall range, to the point where even close range the ARs have a good chance. And this is sad truth because of the fact that I've always been an SMG player, and it sucks that the SMGs are starting to go downhill, but hopefully next season that changes. But if you guys still want to have some fun and use this weapon right here on the close range maps such as Summit and Standoff, this is the right build for you guys. And with that being said, let's get on to our official top 5 list of Season 3. So coming in at number 5, we of course have the CX9. And yes, you guys might be confused, but it is not the CX9 that you guys are thinking about. It is actually the burst mag that is included with the CX9, which is what makes this great. Not only does it increase your mobility, but it also gives you a fast time to kill with the burst interval from close to mid range, and it actually has a chance up against those ARs that I mentioned earlier. On top of that, the reason why I'm not allowed to use this weapon is due to the fact that it is banned in competitive. So if that doesn't show how good it is, then that should. And with that being said, let's get on to gun number 4. Coming in at number 4, it is one of the better ARs of this season, and that is the DRH. The DRH is special because of the fact that it is one of the few ARs that has a 2-shot potential if used properly with the OTM mag. But unfortunately for us in the competitive side of things, the attachment was so broken to the point that I got banned in competitive, which means that we have to use the regular mag. But even then, the regular mag itself is still really good, and it has a 3-shot potential. It can actually compete up against those close range SMGs. So if you guys want to use my build, it is going to be on the screen right now. Make sure to use it while you can before it gets nerfed. And with that being said, let's get on to gun number 3. Now, going into gun number 3, we have the Type 19. And yes, there are a few reasons as to why. The Type 19 is pretty much a better version of the Grau, and you guys already know how good the Grau is. It has a fast mobility, fast fire rate, and a great time to kill, on top of which it is actually a combination of an AR and SMG style, which is why it is so high up on the list. And on top of everything else that I just mentioned, a bunch of the top tier Chinese pros are using this weapon in a lot of their competitions. So if you guys want to use the best build for this weapon, it is going to be on the screen right now. And with that being said, we are going to be going into our last 2 weapons, which make up the top 2 guns of this season. Now, coming into number 2, and this should be no surprise to any of you guys, it is of course the SKS. This is probably one of those guns that have been the longest in the top 5 guns list for multiple seasons, which is absolutely absurd. I've been expecting a nerf for this weapon for a long time now, but I'm guessing that nothing will happen to it anytime soon. But the reason why it's so good is due to the fact that it has a 1-shot potential if you hit the head every single time. But if you guys do have bad aim, have no fear, because all you need is 2 shots anywhere in the body and boom, they're pretty much dead. And on top of all of that, this weapon was so good to the point that it got banned in competitive. So I have no access to it, but you guys do. So make sure to use it while you can. And with that being said, let's get on to the number 1 gun of this season. Coming in at number 1, we of course have the HVK. And I know this isn't a surprise to you guys because you guys were probably waiting for this. But this weapon right here has been the number 1 gun for multiple seasons now, and it is for good reason. Not only does it have a 2-tap potential to the head, but it also has a great range for long, medium, and short. Great mobility, and the overall BSA is absolutely incredible, which is what makes the difference between this gun and the DRH being number 1. So if you guys want to pick up my build and use it to destroy any rank lobby, any tournament, or any scrim, this is the one I would recommend. And with that being said, that was my top 7 best guns list for the new Season 3 Call of Duty Mobile update. If you guys have a different list, make sure you guys put it down in the comments right below, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.